most people who come from Black families, whereby you have got a family that aspire that you can be somebody one day. They put their all that you must get educated. But you find that there is limitation in terms of money, in the sense that you can, you've got your home. It's a nice, clean home, decent, but no luxuries, and the focus is that you must go to school, you must learn, because if you are educated, you can be, education will open doors for you. And, mainly then you grow up, you go to school. After that, when you complete, you look for a job. So there has, I wouldn't say, I think I've been groomed to work for somebody, not groomed to work for myself. There hasn't been, and I think that is very common in most Black families. And that is where you find that in most cases, when you complete, you get whatever qualification, you get frustrated, you go out there, you don't find a job. You never think about entrepreneurship and starting your own thing. So I grew up from, I come from the same background or environment. So I've completed, then I started working. I worked for different companies and so on, but I started, getting frustrated in each, in all these different organizations I've been. Then there was this hype of, getting into business, getting into tenders. You try this, you partner with this one, I partner with that one, I start my own thing, but some ventures, they fail, some are promising, there are lots of tears and backstabbing and all those things. But long story short, through all these things that I've gone through, there's always been something which kept on coming back, which was property. And I remember when I was a child, I used to love drawing houses. I used to be fascinated, like driving around, maybe going around, whether it's in a taxi or what, because unfortunately, my parents didn't have a luxury of having a car. So we had to, mode of transport was a taxi. So being in a taxi, I'll be looking at all these beautiful houses and so on, and thinking that, obviously appreciating the houses and wondering if one day can I be able to afford such houses. But anyway, in my frustration in corporate and trying to start my own thing, I came back to what fascinated me, what excited me, trying to rediscover myself. What do I like to do? Because I think I was always chasing other people's dreams, not my dream. If I hear Ndumiso is doing and is doing very well, I'm like, oh, stationery is paying. Is it making lots of money? Then there I am, I'm also selling stationery. If I hear somebody is doing maybe training, then, I'm educated, I can also train people. And then there I am running after training. But I realized that throughout, in doing that, I kept on having, although I would succeed and make a bit of money, get customers, but I constantly had this frustration that I don't think I'm happy. Up until then, I sat and talked to myself, and I realized that what I like to do is property. And that's a brief background about myself. And so